There we go. Had to unplug it and plug it back in. I just restarted my machine so that things wouldn't be all lagged out and stuff. Because you never know what's going to happen. When I've had Unity up and running in the background a day, 2 days, sometimes I got to restart my machine. What's up, BDC Retro? Hey, Dram. Those of you that are watching this, maybe for the first time on the VOD, on the YouTube or whatever, feel free to skip ahead. It takes us a little while to get warmed up, and today I'm running about 5 minutes late, so it's going to be a little bit more disorganized than normal, but should be some fun stuff. Like I said, I just restarted. Let me get Unity going. Hey, Chaz. Oh man, that bucket of coffee is hot. The Jack. I've been trying to remember something. The CJAC. Was it you? Was it somebody else that said that they worked at my former company? All right. Getting Unity going. Okay, I thought that was you. I thought that was you. It took me all of about 15 minutes after that stream to like poke around and try to figure out who you were in IRLs. If you are who I think you are, then I remember all the conversation back. I could have sworn it was Jake that was like, "Oh, you should check this person out." Back while I was still there. So cool deal. If you're not that person, then I'm sure you're still cool. Sure, it's okay. I need to determine whether or not I want to work with both earbuds in today or just one. It's a completely different feel, like talking this much with two in, as opposed to one. But I get a little claustrophobic when I'm streaming with two in, just because I have no idea how loud my voice is. I think I'm a bit louder when I've got two in as well. So my poor neighbors. What's going on here? Often tune in while working. That makes sense. I often watch other team members' streams or podcasts or whatever when I'm working on stuff that allows for it. Oops, wrong button. There we go. So actually, I did a bit of work. I don't remember if I'd started it by Tuesday, or I thought we mainly play tested on Tuesday. But I did some work over the last day or so that we can check out. I don't know if it's actually playable though, because I don't think my main is high enough level yet. But hey, Whitechapel. Hey, John. Hey, Rev. What's up, Swanee? Swanee, your item link is broken. Wouldn't it be great if we could do item links in chat? Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Then I'm pretty sure you are who I think you are. Cool. Archmage said I used to use earbuds all the time, and then one day they just got irritating my ears. I switched outside the earphones, which I didn't even know existed. Look at you. All special operator tier 1. I'll keep in mind. Earbuds do not. I actually. I don't know if this is just part of the way my brain works or what. But I focus a lot better. So if I'm not listening to music, like if I need to write or if I need to just focus or if I just generally want comfort, for me it's very comforting to feel the pressure in my ears. So I'll work with earbuds like jammed in, even if I don't plan on listening to anything. It's just, to me, it's very relaxing, very comforting to have earbuds in. I should probably get rid of this chair and get something that's actually comfortable instead of made for gamers or whatever. My posture in this chair is ridiculous. Hey, Pattis. But I clicked your link, Archmage. I've got it up. I'll take a look afterward. I've even rocked earbuds under headphones. And I will often sleep with earplugs in. Just because it's kind of like if I take a nap or something, I'm also gonna throw some earbuds in. I just find that sort of additional both pressure and as much silence as possible. Just very relaxing and comforting. What I said, I need to get a new chair too. Mine stopped locking in certain recline positions and now it just doesn't recline at all. Well, hopefully you got your money's worth out of it before that happened. Yeah, see, that's me. CGX said, I often have canned headphones over my ears without anything playing for the isolation. Yep. I'm still rocking the especially when I go to the airport or take flights, which back when Jasmine and I were doing the long distance thing, and we were flying back and forth between Stockholm and Hamburg for like a year and a half. I got my money's worth out of the free noise canceling headphones that Star Stable bought us. Hey, Vagrant. Oh, has daylight savings not changed yet in the US? I'm like, why is everybody in here so fast? Maybe I should just start streaming at 3 my time. But then I'm only going to stream for 2 hours. Yeah, that extra hour makes a difference. Sleepyheads. Cool. Alright, well, next stream then you guys will be slack ass and rolling in late. I get it. Hey, Angel. But it's nice to see everybody. So, quick review. First of all, let me see. Ollie may roll in and play in a bit, but let me see. Check and make sure there's no crazy things going on in Slack. Okay, cool. I'm just reading Slack real quick, make sure there's nothing critical. All right, so all right. Sorry about that, guys. I rolled in here so quick, and it's interesting because we'll have conversations going on in Slack that I'll want to kind of see what's going on there. And if I don't open Slack for 3 hours, then you know, I feel like I'm missing out. So what I did, let me load the data up as well really quick. Zone panel. Hey, Bullet Catcher. You taught your kids about taxes with Halloween candy. Oh, that's such a nice trick. Poor kids. Pull this out for now. Actually, all I need to do is enable, and then I can put it back to where I was hiding it. I was trying to get it out of my way earlier while I was working in the databases and stuff. So I'll just dock it here real quick. Slack. Nick said, if you want to play test, definitely give the release client a shot. Running around Wyrmsbane, it is so smooth. Yeah, the release client. So when you guys have been watching me play, I play near exclusively just in the editor. And you'll see the frame rate hit and stuff when we're in Night Harbor because it's not optimized. We haven't broken things up. We've got this big zone subdivided so that we can continue to optimize or load things or create zone lines and stuff later. But you'll see my frame rate's like 30ish or whatever. I hopped on the release client, and again, it's just easier for the way I've been working up until now, at least, for me to just hit play, hop in and check things out. But I went in on our release client last week before, and it was running at like 60, 70 frames. It was really nice. It's such a big difference, but that's the price you pay for the editor overhead, I guess. Excuse me. Ventali said, can we talk about how good the lighting effects and water look in the game? It's really coming along. Oh, thanks. You ought to see it when we're actually in here. So what I did really quick, Archmage, we gather our inspiration from a lot of different places, but just started doing a little bit of like prop placement and moving some of our simple props around to establish visual camps for this pass. We're going to wind up redoing Shaded Dunes, but because we are really pushing hard to start getting people in and playing with us and gathering that data, I've come in and just done a little bit of messing around within the limitations that Pattis gave me, which essentially Pattis told me I can't edit the mesh at the moment. So what I would like to do at some point after we wrap up here is get it to the point where we can have a natural flow of kind of the road out, because things have changed since back then. If you look, like this little gully just slams into here. So maybe change that, and then fix some of the navigation issues created by how steep the dunes wound up being. But not like a huge time invest in it, just a little bit of fixes here and there. And then later on, when we've wrapped up Night Harbor and the environment guys have the time, then we'll wind up redoing this zone a bit with a lot of the same themes and sort of a lot of the same themes and potentially camps and stuff being here, but then some additional stuff and some just reworking. So we'll see. Love the combo of the modern water shader with the old school low poly environment assets. Thank you from the team. And yeah, we're doing a few of those things, right? Like simpler characters, but having simple attachments, cloth physics. It's just kind of like, why not get a little weird with it? So Pattis said you should be able to mess with the terrain. I broke that out of Blender file and Pro Builderized it. Just need to remember to rebake the nav mesh afterwards. Okay, cool. I thought you had said no, and to let you know specifically where I wanted to screw around with stuff. So I mainly just stuck with prop. And I did the old EQ thing where sometimes if you've got something that is messed up in the mesh, you just throw a bunch of objects to hide it. Like if there's a hole or something like that. That was one of those things that was kind of funny back in EQ. Is like there are rocks and things that were placed or trees that were placed mainly to hide errors. Took forever, like, to bake maps and stuff, export and bake lighting and all that. So, and I think we could add. Oh, because we did this with Legacy of Akesha. There were some files that we just couldn't edit anymore, but we could place objects, I think, as switches, and then we would just we would hide shit with objects. So we did that when the frog box took over. Hey Justin, what's going on? You're drinking Turkish coffee. Where'd you get that from? Not Starbucks. Hey Nicodemus. Oh man, I've been saying this for weeks, but I gotta get a different cup. My coffee gets so cold so fast here. Having a new old school MMO to help test would be a great Christmas break present, just saying. It's so weird. I totally was not even thinking about the fact that people have Christmas breaks. I wasn't thinking about that at all today in the shower. I have... most of my shower thoughts are M&M related. Totally wasn't thinking about Christmas break. I see a road leading straight into a cliff. Excellent for a roadrunner catching quest. A desert coyote. Big Al said, sorry if this has been asked. Are normal maps going to be part of the style? So one of the if you watch Zukin's streams, you'll hear me people, I guess, push a button to trigger me saying random shit. One of them is too shiny, which was kind of funny when we brought the water in. It's completely counter to everything that I say. So needs to be chunkier, and it's too shiny, or the only art direction I can provide. My problem with any displacement, or no, wait, I'm not an artist. What's the technical term? Not displacement map, not height map. Anyway, normals, anything that basically is, so it's just normal, always normal. But I thought normal was a form of a bigger thing. Let me look it up. Normal mapping, because I thought they used to call it something else when I was a kid. Normal mapping. Do I go away? No, I don't want to donate to Wikipedia. Have the DHS pay that. Blah blah blah. An implementation of bump mapping. And then bump mapping is, anyway. We all know what we're talking about. So the idea of having that type of mapping in, if it helps reinforce the look, right? Like if there are, normals in this material that helped it kind of stand up, and it looked smooth and buttery and not shiny and goofy and generic, then great. I was trying to think of something that we looked at that had a bit. One of the first textures Ollie did was he did something where he inverted all of the properties so that it gave it depth, but it didn't have that sort of generic, sort of shiny, bumpy look that everything started having circa 2003. So if we use it, it's either going to be used sparingly, or it's going to be used in a way that that just matches our intent. Hopefully that makes sense. because I'd rather things look flat and dope and, you know, have a nice right amount of detail than have them be just kind of generic bumpy. So anyways, things that got added: move the fishermen over here. I guess if you want to kill fishermen, they're level 15, you can do that. We had these 2 oases. Went ahead and moved some trees and shrubs and rocks and shit. But again, I didn't edit the mesh at all, so I kind of just worked with what we have. You know what? Let's actually look at these things moving around instead of looking at it in here, because I can do the same thing in scene view just while playing. I am listening to our soundtrack here. So once I get in the game, I'll turn the audio back up. By here, I mean YouTube. I'll turn our audio back up and I'll turn off YouTube so we can just listen to the natural sounds of the desert. That should be the tune. Hit pause here. Which reminds me, I should probably write a feature request or a bug for hitting options. Options in select. Because I can't adjust sound or anything until I'm actually in. Oh, I'm in Wyrmsbane. That's right. This is just a test character. Quiet. Here, let me fix that. Options, master volume, music. See if that winds up being loud enough. Volume mixer. Oh goodness, we got it. We can turn this up a lot. So bear with me while I blast your ears. Cool. Since I don't need to do that anymore. UI scale 3. I'm not quite there yet. I mean, my glasses are getting there, but not quite there yet. But I had to hit the 1.1. So those of you that haven't been here in a while, this is our game. Let me show you its features. For the first proof of concept playtest, how many areas do you need complete before that's ready? For the first proof of concept playtest, I don't know that our first playtest necessarily need areas as much. I mean, we'll be good with Night Harbor, Shaded Dunes, but a lot of our first playtesting, and this will be something that we really work to try to be clear with you crazy people, is in terms of setting expectations, is really going to be about us gathering some technical data. It's going to be less about like, here's our game, come tell us all about everything you think about it, because it's going to be nice to get sort of general impression, sure, if you have them, but in terms of data, we know that we're so early in the process that... What is that? Is that one of the signs that were added? Why is that way over there? I think the first playtests are really going to be about like, can we even run a playtest and what happens when we run a playtest, right? What breaks, what doesn't break, what problems do people have getting in, getting out, what stability look like, what's the experience for us in terms of gathering feedback and communicating back and forth with you, that type of thing. And I would say very specific bugs. So Tootmaster said server stress and bugs, basically. It'll be very specific bugs because, like, if we were to let a bunch of people in, you start running around and you're like, you know, why am I not aggro off? Like if you come over here and you're like, oh, this shrub is floating. We don't need that feedback. We're good. What's one thing that makes you most nervous right now in terms of getting over the finish line? The first thing that makes me nervous is managing community's expectations about where we're at in the process and where we're going, how long that will take. Yeah, so sort of managing expectations, right? Because my concern is our goal is to get people in and playing with us as soon as possible. And we're going to do that this year. But then on the flip side, that may bite us in the ass a little bit because then people will be like, they come in and play, they're like, man, where's the whole game? Well, we haven't made the whole game yet. It's just not, it's not there yet. We're not hiding like it. Bring you to Shrubbery. What's up, Cindercroft? Thank you for 6 months. We're not hiding like a whole bunch of like playable zones and completed quests and shit like that, you know, behind the scenes here. What you see is what you get. And so, always terrified when people talk about early playtests. Yeah. And our thing is we are open with everything that we're doing. We don't talk about certain things like lore and other stuff in much detail because we want you to discover that. But anybody that's been a follower of the stream and the project, or the streams and the project and stuff like that so far, should have a decent idea of where we're at. And if they can't figure it out, then I don't know. There may just be sort of a minimal. There's like a height requirement to ride this ride, I guess. And so that's one thing, managing expectations. But on the flip side, what we're hoping is we get people in, we realize that, you know, everybody realizes that it's going to take us a little while. We know it's going to take a while. People come in, they're not going to be playing all the time. But if they do come in and generally have a good time in the time that they're here, if our game is generally stable and everything's holding up well on the tech front, and we're finding that scales as we do like stress tests, and yeah, and it's a positive vibe with us being able to benefit from a bit of the extra data that comes in when we do it. Then really it's just a patience game, and then it gets me to the next point, which is the next most terrifying thing. And it's not terrifying, right? Or what was the question? It wasn't what makes me most nervous. The other thing that makes me nervous is the same, you know, thing that I've been talking about for a while, which is just getting to a point where we're happy with the proof of concept, and then getting the scaling of the content going. So, and I mean, at the end of the day, these things, they don't necessarily make me nervous because it's just shit that's got to happen. It's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like any challenging endeavor. There are going to be difficulties. There are going to be things that throw us for a loop. There's going to be a shitload of work, and we just have to power through all of that, right? Like, for as long as we, you know, basically the team, and I believe in the game, as long as we believe in the game, then, and we keep driving it forward in a healthy manner, then whatever pops up is just a thing. It will eventually, it'll eventually just get resolved, and we'll power through it. Any thoughts given to managing community expectations in case the community gets a large bump from someone like Asmongold? I would hope that we've got enough of a hardcore community that the people in our community can also sort of deal with that, help us deal with that. So people come in and are like, and we've seen it with small bumps here and there, like, what is this all about? Or why is it this way? Or I really think we should have action combat or whatever. And then, you know, different parts of the community are like, well, you're in the wrong spot. I'm not as worried about that. It'll be one of those things that, you know, maybe people in the community or people on the team that haven't experienced some of the shit that gets said about you or about your project or whatever when you're working on MMOs. It might be one of those things where I've got to sort of remind folks that if Asmongold checks out our game and looks at it and goes, this looks like dog shit, then we just go, oh, cool, he saw our game. It's no big deal. I'm not going to make like a puppet video about him or anything like that. No offense, Nathan. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be like, okay, well, we expected that to happen. It's probably not his type of game. And so then we continue to focus on the people that are into what we're making and know what we're making and are kind of part of our actual core audience. The thing with us, I think that makes us different from a lot of other games is, or other projects is, we have a core we have a core audience identified, and we're first and foremost about making the game that we love, that we believe our core audience also wants, and then everything outside of that's like whatever. I mean, if 20,000 people showed up in our Discord tomorrow and they're all like, oh, I don't like this game. Okay, well then you're in the wrong fucking Discord. I mean, no one invited you. I didn't send you a personal invite. I don't know. Maybe somebody else on the team did. But like, okay, we're leaving. You weren't here yesterday. I mean, hi, bye. Bye, girl. I said bye. So, yeah, that's the main thing is, it's just a matter of, I think that's more the thing that I guess I mean than anything is like if people come in and are like, oh, I don't like this. It's like, okay. Bye, Felicia. Yeah. So Asmongold would unlikely bump the community. What you guys don't see, I mean, if you stream, maybe you see it, but we actually get on a given stream, like I can check the metrics after this one, but on a given stream, it shows you where people came from, like outside traffic sources and stuff like that. It shows you like how many people were here that are followers, how many people it's sort of, and where they came from, like, you know, etc. And then it'll show other channels. Like for outside traffic sources, it'll show other channels that people have come from. And there have been days where, you know, that will wind up being, over the course of a stream, we'll have, I don't know, average like, you know, what, 60 to 100 sort of people will hang out in here. I don't look at the viewer count, but at the end of it, I'll check and it's like, you know, 60, 100, whatever. And then it'll show, but it'll actually wind up being like, 400 people have cycled through, but I guess because people can only listen to me talk for so long, we'll churn people. So instead of having 400 people, it'll be 100 people kind of throughout. But 400 people may have come through, and then of those 400 people, it'll say like 200 of those were new viewers, essentially. And those two, you know, of that 200 people, 12% came from Asmongold or came from you know, Taquisha recently has been more and more the case, or you know, some other so it's one of those things where it's like I can look at the recent one, but does that make sense? Anyway, I'm all jacked up on coffee. I'm probably not making sense. Hey Chinny D. Rev said there are plenty of us that understand you guys are early on and still want to jump in and help. Yep, and you are our guys. That's my guy. That's my boy. I'm managing my expectations. The impression I get is that we're going to get Night Harbor and maybe 1 to 2 dungeons. Well, you're going to get Night Harbor. And then in front of me is Shaded Dunes. And then you're going to get Wyrmsbane. So we got that for sure. I was just doing a list of, and where did I put that? Today's notes. Bring this back up. Yeah, so I was just, one of the things I was doing was just kind of looking at our population distribution. So let me quickly catch up on chat and then we'll come back to this. But population distribution, and we'll walk through that in a second. Do you guys have a community manager or someone doing that role? You know, keeping tabs on community, people that could be good playtesters, etc. Nick Hotz. Oh shit. No, there's no spoilers in here. We've killed all of these things, right? Yeah. Sorry if I spoiled it. You guys can watch the VOD. Here. I'm not showing any of the armor. I'm not showing any of the armor or anything. We've talked about the rare. We've killed at least one of them. I'm going to condense this as much as possible, Nick. Here. This is also liable to change. So there you go. Let's see. I'll just delete the VOD. And the clips and everything. So anyways, community manager, that's Nick. Nick Hotz, the one that just said spoilers. He does a fantastic job of it. Now, when we scale, will we probably have to have a person more dedicated to that so that Nick's time can be better served elsewhere? Probably, but I think we're a ways off from that. Belfaster said, FOH seemed to have a... Nick said, it's okay, we'll just make some other cool and spoiled content. Yeah, all of these are all red herrings. FOH seemed to have a positive, gentle response so far. A big part of that may be approach in general. You're not trying to be deceptive or evasive, so not much to hate on. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's a, you know, FOH is a community that provides definitely a clear set of like data points. It's definitely been interesting to see the response there. It'll be interesting to see how long that lasts. Making an MMO is just like any other relationship. Eventually, we'll disappoint you. We won't live up to your expectations. The honeymoon will wear off. We'll only put on our fancy outfit on your birthday. Belfaster. I mean, I honestly, I think it's awesome that I think it's awesome that there are different types of communities that gather around for something like a you know, MMO or a game like this. So I like Asmongold. I think some of there are definitely plenty of chuckles on the FOH board. I mean, I don't know, man. I've been doing this for quite a while, so nothing shocks me, and I like the variety. Mirix, thank you for 3 months. Just Belfaster, just think of it as like the episode with the time haters. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, I think I'm pretty caught up. All right. So what we're doing is, or what I was doing today was kind of taking an inventory. So, oops, I have a better view of. Put you guys back up. Kind of a better view of where we're at in terms of what level ranges are supported. How we may want to adjust things, where we think itemization is basically going to tie into these different camps, and use that to make adjustments to what we're doing from here on. So back to the thing I was saying before. Zone panel. Oh, it is here. Enable. Cool. So added in 2 camps. One's a bandit camp. Which should be able to support a couple of groups. And so get in here, we'll play around with it, spend some time chatting with Nick and see if we can tweak and tune and improve it. So that's one. You've already seen the fishermen, and then we had a tiny camp for the Ashura before, but they're such a key sort of part of the story and the zone that went ahead and gave them a bigger, more dedicated area at this other oasis. And their area kind of extends all the way out to here. They've got their roamers and ambushers and stuff. Why is there action bars floating sky? Because I'm in scene view instead of game view. This is game view, but it's easier to move around the whole zone. These guys also have a another little camp in here. Why are there action bars floating in the scene view? It's a Unity thing. There's our camera. Here's the, I guess, plane that all that stuff is projected on. I've got the feeling, I don't know, Nick, I just went ahead and loaded up some of the bandits with some ability sets that I found in the DB, but I don't know if they're still valid, but I figure we could adjust that. So like if I go back and gave these guys sort of expanded their wanderers and put some roamers in and stuff. I figure when we get in here, one of the things I want to do is like a polish thing, as well as look at the sort of the spawn box, the volumes that we're spawning and wandering stuff in, and see if we want to, you know, do something where we make it so that there's less traffic through some of these areas. I also wanted to set the bandits up in a way where they would actually kill a lot of the stuff to just try to come into their perimeter. Let me Okay, invulnerability is on. Let me do something real quick. One of the things I did was just there we go. Oh, there's Nick. I'll turn aggro. What I haven't holy shit. Did I not? Did I zone afterwards? GM invulnerability enable. Oh, I zoned. That was before I zoned. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, at least I didn't feign death and fool myself this time. I actually died. So that's an improvement on last stream. All right, invulnerability enabled this time. I swear I love it. Every time I see Nick, if you see yourself at a distance with the hood on, did you take it off? Yeah, with the hood on, it looks like the Lawrence of Arabia hat thing. Ollie told us what that was called last stream, but I forget. It was like a Kadim. But seeing at a distance, that's a perfect hat. We should get Zukin to model it so that it's basically got like the dark ring around it. And then we could do different colors. All right. So looks like Nick killed everybody. So one of the things that I haven't done at all with any of this so far is like check aggro radius or assist radius or anything. It's just implemented some stuff and left it at that. Played around with some weird wander routes here just because I was kind of thinking, especially at night, it'd be fun if it's possible to lose track of some of the mobs when they're coming in. Like the headdress the sand giants wear in South Road. Yeah, John. Yeah. They are wearing that, aren't they? Sand giant EQ. Let me see. Yeah, 100%. So that would be really cool to have as an additional. Might not be bad to have a tent spawn take a stroll at night. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard to do as well. I'm gonna repop real quick. Oh. I wasn't expecting him. Yeah, so we can tweak some of these positions. Make sure it's not too easy. Went to go do some work, came back to a bandit camp. Warm fuzzies all over. Oh, the moon, yes. I mean, honestly, when I was in here working, I know everybody thinks their kid, their baby's beautiful, you know, but in this case, it's been really cool. Like if we come down here, I'll go to the dock really quick. It's just, it was really nice just being somewhere like here, right? This is just a little fisherman camp. You know, so much of playing these games for me has been about like just being in a place that I find like, you know, mysterious and beautiful and relaxing and yeah. So like hanging out in here, working on this stuff has been really nice. Lovely little fisherman camp vibes, murdering the locals. Yeah. Well, I mean, so this is the point of this whole exercise over here, is making sure that we can look and see like, all right, do you have to murder fishermen? Well, in theory, no, because you can go to Ghoul Island at that level range. You're probably still decent with the higher end bandits and mendicants or whatever we turn those into, etc. But then we know that, all right, around this time we need to get you somewhere, right? Like, so yeah, the goal is to ensure that you're not sort of forced into you know, coming here because it's like, oh, it's the only thing that's appropriate level. It's to make sure that we've got enough appropriate level content of the different varieties that you're able to play in your play style and still have things to do. And honestly, it's kind of, we're looking to do the opposite, which is we want to have there be a number of different factional paths that you can take as you're playing and still have plenty of content. So it's really going to be about like, how do we cater to the factional stuff while providing enough generic content, generic in air quotes content, to ensure that there's plenty. And with what we're doing with Night Harbor, we've got Night Harbor, Newbie Yard, a number of other little Newbie Yard pockets and stuff throughout the city. Shaded Dunes, Wyrmsbane, Fallen Pass, and then Fallen Watch. And when you look at Night Harbor, it's actually a lot more than just a zone. It's meant to be a combat focused zone as well. And so we've got the Newbie Yards and the basement and the park area with the bats and rats and very likely undead stuff that you can go after in the Concourse of Souls area. If you watch the last stream, we were running around there. Then we have an entire section of the zone that's just kind of like a seedier area called the Bends. It's River Bends district, and so that will be primarily a combat area. But within that, the groups that sort of control that area are still something that it'll be worthwhile for us to put factional content in, so you can find a way to level up or faction up with them as well. So yeah, I think I mentioned it last time, but the way that we've been looking at Night Harbor is, imagine you take something like if you played EQ, Envelius, the Sky Shrine, Kale, and Thurgoden factions that were competing. We want to have the city feel like that throughout, right? So there'll be areas of the city that you shouldn't walk into or you'll get killed straight out of the gate. Some of those will be areas that you can go into depending on what you do factionally. That may affect your ability to go to certain other areas. And for us, that's really the challenge is just on design to figure out how we want to structure that and then populate it the same way that we're populating all of this stuff. So, if you can befriend the goblin faction, you're happiest girl on earth. Well, you'll eventually be able to play a goblin as well, but the goal is for us to, with even factions like the Ashira, or I think I've used the Split Paw Knoll example again for those of you that like play P99 or whatever. It's like, it's a shame to have these cool city-like dungeons without the ability to align yourself with those factions over time and maybe unlock certain merchants or quests or lore through just sort of faction grinding with them and playing. So that's been our list since day one. We've called that monster cities, like basically the monster city approach. So will there be alternate city paths for those unfriendly to the city faction to move around in, e.g. sewers? Yeah, Golden Gloves. Octopus said, kind of like Chardock. Yeah. Though I honestly, I couldn't or can't remember how much we actually catered to that with Chardock. But I worked on the Chardock revamp and I still couldn't tell you like if we did anything more with that. Poor Nick is toast. Alright, so let's look at the scene view really quick. Cool. And let's change time of day. Watch the sun come up and then we'll look. For testing, do you plan on disabling the races that don't have models or classes that may not be ready? For the ones that just don't have anything, maybe, probably. For the ones that are just missing animations, so gnomes and ogres, probably not. Because I think there's some value to having the model, even if we broke the animations. There'll be value to having little model that can sneak into shit and big model that won't be able to fit into stuff. So do we think it'd be good idea to have class system like Final Fantasy where you can switch without changing your characters? Just vibe wise, not for this game. I think it's a cool idea. It was an idea that we liked so much that we talked about it a ton back on EQ before Rich Waters went over to head up Free Realms, and there are a number of things that they did in Free Realms on that front with like, because we had talked forever about like, and I think I wrote up like a little design doc or whatever on like having the hat define your class, so you could put on your like pirate hat or your ninja hood or whatever, your wizard's hat, and then that would just swap you. And so made sense for that game as well, but not so much for this one. Just vibe wise, it's all about the vibes. Yeah. So let's take a look here. So Nick, I'm not sure if you're I think you're listening. A couple of little changes that I made to what was here. Will there eventually be pointy wizard hats? Yes. Didn't change it a ton, but because the zone line runs right here, basically, north-south, I didn't worry about stuff over here. I moved our little... There we go. The hatchlings, I moved them over here. And then I maintained a newbie yard volume over here. Just tighten it up so it doesn't trick people into thinking there's mobs over there and they zone. Maintained the same newbie yard volume here. Again, I kind of also consider this as like overflow. If we have a bunch of people in here and they're just stealing your mobs, but you're willing to be brave enough to zone across the zone line, then you can just come in here. Hey, what's up, Sockeye? Gilmere, thank you for the prime sub. You did that 8 minutes ago. I saw it. I meant to respond, and I didn't. Apologies for that. This camp over here is one of the ones that's still the mendicants, but I was going to follow up with you about if we want to make them exiles or how we want to do. So I created a new NPC spawn group called SD Transition 01 that basically is kind of meant to bridge level and theme between Newbie Yard and then the existing intermediate Shaded Dunes set. I left the intermediate Shaded Dunes encounter tables as is. Just put these two transitions in here. And we can adjust what's on them and stuff. I'd have to look, but I think it's all sort of the same stuff, just kind of moved over because I was looking what was on the other spawn tables. But then what I also did was I made I put a level 6 skeleton in as well, just named a skeleton, which is kind of familiar. Then this area still needs to be redone. It's on my list. And so this will be the area with the researchers during the day and the undead at night. Similar to now, but a little different. And then everything else is the same in terms of the bigger volumes. We've still got this camp over here, but I stole the Ashira and moved them so we can talk about if we want to put something there. I got to get with Pattis. Pattis, currently all of the pillars are part of one object. And if we could get these to where I can use the pillars individually, Pattis, if you're listening, don't worry, I'll follow up with you after this. What I want to do is actually get some large pillars out here, do a little set dressing with them. Nick said everything's looking great to me so far. Keep up the good work. As stuff gets finished, I'll look at the data and see if there's any changes that can be made. Awesome, thank you. I have also tried to, with things like the bandits, I don't know that I did with the Ashira, and I want to talk to you about the Ashira in more detail. Probably talk to you and Luna a little bit about some of what we want to get in here in terms of the quests and stuff that Hamad has written up, and some of the ideas he has I think we could leverage in here, and then maybe level ranges and stuff. Hey, wind bombs. But I tried to make sure these guys were itemized and stuff as well. But I do have the question in terms of like how we want to do their factions. And then I will say, but I won't say what. We've got, oh, it's kind of cool looking them swimming around in there. Look at them. The water makes them seem really cool. So these crocodiles are different than the others. Nanel03, thank you for the follow. And I will say, I won't say what it is, but I will say there's a very rare spawn in there. Yeah, see, this is the, this is some of what I want to fix with the faction. Like the Ashira coming through the bandit camp shouldn't happen. Turnip gin, I will say 100% that is not what it is. Did you mean to say crockjaw, or were you actually thinking cockjaw? That is not gonna be a thing. Let's see, so I'll clean up the factional stuff. Crockjaw, that's what I thought, turnip. I was like, that's one of those unfortunate mistakes. But having rares set up for the camps is going to be very fun. And then I think we'll be doing maybe some subdivision of the bigger volumes here, as needed, just to ensure that you know, the stuff that's wandering around or whatever is looking good. Is that Ianin Gamer? I always assume it's an I, because you can't do a lowercase L at the beginning of your name, can you? Or no, you can, can't you? Leonin, okay. I just looked at everybody else's name and was like, oh shit, there's plenty of lowercase. Leonin? Leonin or Lenin? Like line. Lenin, okay. English is hard. I mean, I'm American, but I live in Germany, so my new excuse is English is hard. Well, thank you very much. Cool. So, Thunder, Fire, Ice, and Wind. One of my favorite bands from the 70s. What are your thoughts on Quest? Think we'll be seeing giant question marks above NPCs' heads? No, we've already got quests in, and there are no question marks above anybody's heads. There's no question marks. There's no branching dialogue. There's no one speaking for you. You talk to NPCs in natural fashion. All right. Hey, Dargeth. Those of you that are new here. You know, it might be cool if an NPC motions you over when they have a quest. Maybe not all NPCs, but some ones. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And basically any variation on that theme, right? Some NPC may like, oh, hey, go talk to that guy over there. Or using our... for those of you that are new, we call our interactive object system MUD object. Because they're text-based interactions. And so using that, we could have you, based on certain criteria, when you get to the right... Oh, Nick just snuck up. Like if you're in a certain spot or hit a certain volume or whatever, then it could trigger something where you notice something strange about the guy over in the corner or whatever. So here, I'll show you. I will show you. NPC yells, quest here, get your quest here. Y'all are way braver than me with the MUD actions design. Just the inclusion of text-based interaction in a modern game, or Nick didn't look well. Is he getting enough rest? That's we've been talking to him about that. I'm gonna send him a box of German Christmas candy. See if that helps. Oh wait. We gotta get this working across zone lines. Just a fear of players not understanding the system if it's not signposted well. That's the general theme with everything that we're doing, to be honest. We're gonna be super weird and risky and do the opposite of good game design and basically have a game filled with sort of obtuse interactions and zero hand holding, and then see if our core of people that really have been wanting that can create enough of a community around that then other people come in and feel a sense of mastery as they start to figure out how shit works as well. It's based very much off my experience with Escape from Tarkov, where had I not been smart enough to watch a video about Escape from Tarkov before playing it, I would have just lost all of my gear instantly instead of over the course of a few sessions. But it was just funny because playing that game made me appreciate a game that just plops you in there and goes, all right, figure shit out. Because figuring shit out is fun for a lot of us. And I don't think enough games are made with the people who like to figure shit out in mind. Like I said, question, I have an idea for M&M, but it's a bit too big to write into the game idea section of Discord without drowning the whole thing in a wall of text. Where else could I send it? Well, you could post a summary of it. Big Al is doing that on P99 right now. Yeah, the people that I've met on P99 that are new to it have basically said the same thing. They wanted something that's like more challenging, which I think also many times just means less just handed to you. So anyway, mud object. Similar to quests in that I come here, I look. This look could have had a prerequisite, like I need to have a certain skill at a certain level in order for the look to tell me anything of value. But I look and I see a well. It appears to be as old as the ruined walls nearby. Now, if I were to... What time is it? Game time 6 a.m. So if I were to be here at nighttime and I look, I didn't go far enough in. So if I inspect the well, which is another one of our commands, we've got look, inspect, pry, smell, taste, push, pull, drop. Oops. Inspect well. So you notice some moss growing on the rim of the well, dark water shimmers in the moonlight just below the well's rim. But if I was here back at 6 a.m., the well is so filled with water that it's within reach, right? And so these are prompting me to do potentially different things just based off the fact that this interaction happens to change based on if it's day or night. There's another interaction over here that requires you to have certain items if you want to basically go up to it and take parchment and charcoal and get a frottage, a word that Hamad taught me. I didn't know what a frottage was. But a frottage, which is basically a rubbing of the runes that are on it. And then that gives you that item. And so what we're doing is reinforcing like that old school vibe of, you know, doing a lot in your chat box. So over time, we're going to be working to make the functionality in the chat boxes and our UI as nice as possible, just because we know that a lot of work's going to get done in them. But it allows us to make a lot of content with a lot of detail without spending a lot of money on art. I mean, that's a, you know... Yeah, so that's been an approach that we've had in mind since the beginning, and so far it's actually proven to be really fun to make stuff with it, and as a player I enjoyed it as well. Ollie has got this new object type in the game called statics. That elevator is a static. That switch that changes the weather is a static. This torch holder on the wall, or it could be a sconce or whatever, that I can now take a torch out of my inventory, add it to here, removes it from my inventory, functions as a torch for as long as the torch has duration, and then burns out. Yeah, so essentially a lot of interaction without a lot of hand holding, and without like me. I mean, you didn't, when I moused over that, my cursor didn't change to kind of show me a gear that I could interact with it or whatever, right? It's more like a, all right, I'm here. Do the walls start with torches so a player can go grab one? They don't. They don't. The torches that are up here are not stealable at this time. I don't know if we're going to get that crazy. Maybe. What happens if you put a spent torch there? Guards attack? In theory they could. So that's the magic of data. I don't think it would be super hard to set that interaction up. And if you put a magic torch in there, something else might happen. So for a quest, looks about like this. Here's a merchant. He also happens to have a quest for me. I hail him just like I would hail anybody else. The shifty gnome takes a quick look around and then looks at you with a half grin. The shifty gnome says, "What can we do for each other, friend?" Now, players will probably get used to, there's like a generic set of questions similar to if you're playing like an old Ultima game or whatever. It's like, you can typically ask NPCs about whether or not they've got work for you, what their name is. In this case, we kind of know his name, but in other cases, it could be that Shifty's actually got a true name. We've got a system that I think Keith might have started on, or is at least thinking about. But we have a system in mind where you could see an NPC and they may just be a guard or a Shifty gnome. And then through interacting with them, you'll actually learn their name. Or if somebody points you to them, you'll learn their name. And so somebody may be like, "Hey, you should go talk to the gnome that's been ripping people off over there. His name is Sean." And be like, "What? I always known him as a Shifty gnome." And then when I come back, I now see Sean, because now I know his name. So that kind of thing can give you a little bit of a clue, maybe, if you're on a quest. But anyway, so he's a merchant and he's got a quest. What can we do for each other? Do you have any work for me? Shifty gnome says, "So, you're looking to help a gnome with something." Turns and grabs a dusty cloth bag. "How about this? I'll give you this pack and you fill it with cloth scrap. Are you interested?" I am interested. Wonderful. Bundle it up once it's full so you don't lose any scrap. I now have a quest. Now, I don't have a quest journal. So you're looking to help a gnome with something. Me? No. Let's see, Jake said, "Oh, dope, I did the true names thing in my romance mod for Caves of Cud." Interesting. Did you feel that it was worthwhile? To me, it seems like it could be a fun system. Are there going to be text prompts for these type of engagements? How would a brand new player know to ask that? They'll learn over time. There's not going to be a lot of text prompts and stuff, if any. That was a response to Cindercroft. Like I said, I learned while playing the early Ultimas that if I'm interacting with NPC, there's usually a handful of questions that I can ask that will kick off a type of interaction. People are going to build wikis with all of this, BDC Retro said. Exactly. That's the other alternative. the people that don't want to experiment, I'm excited. I'm excited for the wikis. I think I've mentioned a million times, like, I think I've mentioned a million times that P99 Wiki is just one of my favorite places on the internet. The CGX said, CUD has systems for generating names for different kinds of mobs, so it was low effort to implement, and it reinforced the idea of increasing intimacy with a mob that was previously a rando. Nice. Makes sense. Like, I brought this up, I swear, as much as it's been discussed here, I was like, I don't think I have played it, to be honest. In early access, though. Weird. Okay. But it's up on a tab, and it's almost a weekend. Language quests were awesome, Justin said. Oh, Ollie just got languages in yesterday. So we've got the start of languages now, which is exciting. Here, let's see. Oh, I've only got Common Tongue at the moment. On previous projects, people have been like, but how will the player know? Or, but players will post spoilers on wikis. And I'm like, yep, that's called community, which we want. That's so nice to hear. All right. All right. We've been saying that very thing for a while. So it's nice to hear another industry professional say basically the same thing. Well, and I love that there are different types of communities. We were talking about that earlier, right? Like, some people don't like certain forums or whatever. Or they don't like certain websites. Go to the other one. I loved hanging out with the guys from Caster's Realm and Alakazam and all this stuff at Fanfare, right? Like, let's see. I'm just going to call you Pure. Will there be an API to pull information about the game eventually? Maybe item endpoints and data on them, stuff like that? I'm just going to answer that with, for now, asking me, not necessarily talking to Ali or the team about it. I would say the more that information is pulled through a manual process, the more that I think it's... at least people had to kind of work for it. But there may be, you know, when I think of Magello and other stuff like that, there may be reasons to do whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to give you a good answer on that one. Ask in our Discord and see if one of the other team members can answer that better for you. You know what I'm going to do since... Ooh, let me go to the market and see these new banners real quick. Hey, Ishiwatari. I like systems where people basically have to gather that data and put it in there, and then it's easy to, you know, find stuff, or basically there's some APIs that go from that community built stuff into something else, but the idea of like allowing, there's too much stuff that we want to keep as hidden as possible. I think that we don't want to necessarily allow for easy sort of mining of the data. Anyway, let me switch tunes real quick because I just read Gratznick and then started typing Nick / camp. Little quick camp. Hey, Enoch. It's funny, I was going to work on that undead. I was going to work on the undead / researchers camp on stream today, but I realized like anytime I try to actually implement system or sorry content on stream, it doesn't work because my brain's all over the place. I can barely answer your questions. All right, so this is my actual play character. Which if I still have food, I do. I really do think that food is being consumed slower if it's in a pack or pouch. Pure says, I still remember our interaction in Unrest when I first started playing EverQuest. Awesome to see you still going strong. So, wait, were you the enchanter? I could have sworn it was enchanter in the back area of Unrest. In the back room. Yep, Dark Elf Enchanter. Yeah, because I remember you're like a youngin as well, if I'm not mistaken. I won't tell everybody your age, but I could have sworn you're a youngin. What's up, Wacky God? 25 now. Man, it's been a little bit. Yep. Yeah, it's badass. One of the reasons why I remember is because having met you on P99 and like the fact that you hadn't played before, to me was like, it was so cool to see that. Just because, again, I think, was this earned? Oh, I need to sell some. Oh, that's right. Shit. I forgot. We wrapped up I gated at the end of our last dungeon session. Nick and I were just farming the heck out of stuff. I've got so many cloth scrap. I got the cash now. I can buy a bag and put it in my bank. So before I start playing, let me actually do some stuff. But anyways, I just thought it was so rad to run into somebody that hadn't played before, because it kind of goes along this idea of, we don't think we're going to get every MMO player to want to play our game, but we do think that within every sort of like segment of, or within every MMO audience, there's probably this sub-segment of people that are interested in playing something a little different that we happen to check the boxes on. And so if we can tap into enough of those, then we'll have a rad little audience, tight little community, and we'll be good to go. We just got to provide you guys with a good experience on that front. Shield, this guy doesn't buy, but I know where I can sell it. What do we got here? Cloth? Okay. Cloth. I may actually just buy myself some shoes. Okay. This guy's marketing strategy sucks. Oh. I couldn't tell if you were basing that off of what I was just saying, the fact that this guy's named Rusty Weapons, or something else. Never played EQ for some reason. UO, AO, AC, Dayak. Malik, you should try P99 for sure. Is that his name? Yeah, he's Rusty from the Weapons family. He's got a sister, Shiny. His dad's name, Old Dirty. Alright. Gloves I got. Don't want to sell something I can actually use. I've done that once already. What is this then? Oh, sure, Scout Necklace. Okay. I do have my dope OP item in here, though. Wait a second. Okay, I was like, it is modifying my stats, right? Oh, you know what I really hate the fact that I'm gonna have to buy. But I haven't had shoes on this whole damn time. I'll just wait on the bracer front. What's that icon on the left of my inventory? Where? Here? This is just a, like a concept. Just a quick concept of the inventory mock-up for us. So this will be a 3D animated class insignia or class indicator. Excuse me. A retired dad named Broken Weapons here. Cool. All right. So sold all those things. Let me. I don't know what these guys are doing to get a server error. Oh, back to the mud object thing. The other cool thing about doing like the interactions, the way we're doing them, is that we can put in all sorts of weird ass items, right? So we've got rope, we've got grappling hook. Let me buy a couple torches while I'm here. Torch is not stacking. We haven't adjusted the price on lantern and lantern fuel yet. So, oh no, it's there. Let me go ahead and buy a lantern and some fuel. Because in theory, we should get it to set up, but I don't think it's set up yet. This fire beetle eye should run out of juice at some point. So let me go ahead and put these items in here. Let me run by the bank. And then one more place, and then it's adventure time. Where did this come from? Maybe Nick gave it to me because I wasn't using it and I need it. That's probably what happened. But yeah, I'm consuming food at such a like slow speed that I may not even bother to buy any while I'm here. What do I got here? Oh, that was given to me when we were testing, so I need to destroy it. What do I have here? Okay, I just failed to sell that. Fire beetle carapace I can sell. I've got so many bone chips, I'm never gonna run out. Alright, I'm just gonna put the bag in here. And go buy... Oh, I'm gonna go buy more bags. That is what I forgot to do. Buy more bags. Though I'm already capable of being completely overweight with the bags that I have. Has it been long enough that the You've Got Mail sound blurb is now something you can use in game when you log in and have a parcel or something? How long? I thought it was 50 years for public domain. I'm pretty sure they've trademarked the shit out of that though. Buy another satchel. Buy 2 more belt pouches. Cool. I've got all the pouches. In 50 years, you'll be public domain next year. Perjas. In that case, maybe we'll use some of your sounds. Do you make any good sounds? I should probably buy another pouch. No. I'll splurge and buy a backpack for my bank. You make sounds, not all are good. John, I can believe it. Alright. 1 more large backpack to go. Hey, Stantoir. I love this background music so much. It's up on our... been added to our playlist. So, we'll do it this way. So you can listen to it now. It's a 22 minutes instrumental track that plays whenever the zone music's done playing. It fills in. It's so good. Jiao Mian Tao. I think that's how you pronounce it. You can tell me if that is incorrect. Thank you for the follow. Oh, we need to get some lighting going on in here. I'm pretty sure I just took... There we go. Took a wrong turn. Good enough, no worries. Right on. Dude, I've still got tons of shit to sell. So... Anybody that's watched me play on P99 realizes that this gameplay is... This is pretty much how like me playing a game always looked. Me sitting in the bank, managing my inventory. I got a shitload of cloth scrap. I should do the shifty quest, and I should probably take up tailoring. Malik, thank you for the follow. Alright, enough of this. Let's setting up your bank UI to open in the right part of your screen is as worthy as any boss. I've got to admit that my shit's not super organized. There's Nick. He has invited me to his party. I thought there was another person out here in our party. Is this their corp? No. How is that a fully dressed Nick corp? Did I see your message above? Ollie, I didn't. Oh, okay, shit. Robert was here, he's installing it with the new launcher. Oh, cool. Spawn to clone yourself with a bug. That is your specialty. So Ali says, been lurking without audio with setting up Bard for playtest. Can I kick server in 10 minutes and then play my Bard? Yes, I'm assuming that was, I'm assuming that that message was probably like almost 10 minutes ago. So any moment now we'll get kicked, and then we'll play for a bit. So I'm level 5 at the moment. Nick's level 7. I don't know what level Ollie's Bard is, but we'll see. So for us, Wyrmsbane is still a like a great area for us to get experience and loot and stuff. Where else could we go according to this list that we have? We can stay in Wyrmsbane for quite a while. We can also hit what would be in our level range. The Shira Camp, Undead Pyramids. A lot of the base pop out there, so yeah. Do we go in with level 3s or 4s? I wasn't planning on making a new tune. Wow, that looks really great. Oh, he's gone. I was about to say. I'm level 5, Ollie. Dude, seeing him in the distance, looking very smooth. With that, with his cape flowing. Octowist said, anyone have a great tool to design the UI elements for P9 XML files? That's a good question for the community. What time is it? Okay, it's about 10 minutes till 4. We got plenty of time. Get some good leveling in. Yeah, so we might get booted. Might get booted soon. While I'm waiting. Ah! What made me choose Necro for my legit tune? Dargith, I've played a Necro on P99 to, I don't know, like 25 or 30 or something. And that was fairly recently, so I'm kind of familiar with the feel while soloing, and I wanted a class that's a little more solo friendly, just to see what everything's kind of feeling like on our end, especially because I'm streaming super early for the team at the moment, and there'll be times when there's no opportunity to get everybody in for a playtest. Otherwise, my other legit characters will wind up being like, well, I mean, one of each, but I'm really interested in playing a Inquisitor for a fair bit, and a Cleric, and what else stands out to me? I'm afraid to play a Rogue because there's so much cool shit that we can do with the static system and mud objects and things like that. That rogues are going to be OP enough, let alone if everybody on the team rolls one. So that'll be a thing. What else? I mean, those are kind of the ones that are front of mind at the moment. Both, and probably a warrior or in our game fighter. Still need to get the black robe and scythe for my necro. I need to get back into P99 and play some more. Time has not been on my side lately. There's Nick. Need to get like a emissive texture or something on the lantern. Oh shit. I'm a necromancer. I should probably have a pet with me. Pet attack. This zombie is looking mighty stiff. He must be an older zombie. Nick's gonna murder zombies with a pickaxe. I was like, oh, there's a pickaxe on the table. Oh, I got one. I got one. You can sell it. You can keep it. You guys gonna have brutal shit like old EQ had. Clarify. Clarify what you think falls into that category. Corpse runs and de-leveling. Both of those are already in. Gary said, let's just say we have a level down sound. We do. Oh. Not only will we kill you and make you go back to your corpse, we'll even play a special sound. Well, this isn't gonna be good. Where did the other, pet back? Pet attack? So my pet, I think, followed the cleric that gated. Just FYI. Okay, but I think we're good. Good job, pet. That could have been way worse. Jolly Ruthless said, love the look. Thank you. Sliced up dwarves on meat hooks, roasting gnomes. Yeah, I mean, don't worry. We're gonna maintain this look, but also be really, really metal about it at times. 'Cause why not? It's like, how do we make something that looks campy and kind of cute, but is also ripped in half player model? Is the level down sound a womp womp sound? No. It's not. I think that's taken. Womp, womp, womp. Captain Wiggly said, crazy how so many MMO talent came from EQ customer service. Now that I've seen it in action, it's not super crazy to me. And I would say, think about it this way. We're making an MMO right now, and the team that's making it is super talented, and they all came from the community as well. I think, you know, it just makes sense that there's a ton of amazing talent out there, and in this day and age of interconnectivity and remote work and all that other stuff, now you don't even have to move and join customer service. So so when you say brutal, you mean actually brutal, not like difficult gameplay. You mean like brutal. Bloody spikes, heads on pikes. Yeah, we could do that. Well, most of the original EverQuest team came from the community as well. So it's sort of the same thing. It's community all the way down. You're an EQ guide? What server? You don't remember. How dare you not remember something that was, what, 20 years ago? 15 years ago? There are invisible doors and walls from what I've seen in other videos. Yeah, Toot Master. We've had some traps in place already. Jolly Ruthless. I love reading out compliments. It's one of the great joys of my life. So Jolly Ruthless said the colors are rich, backpack is perfect, the mobs feel like someone carried them or cared about them being created. Also, look at the shadow. Look at the shadow. This is pretty good. Oh, also the colored lighting. Colored lighting. Oh, geez. "100% built with love." Oh, I know where we're heading. You're an EQ vet but not hitting nursing home. Guess being 15 at original launch gives you the... Whoop, 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 whoop. There he is. Ollie's here. Need to reload the zone. Is that okay? I guess so. Skeletal minion is gone. So let me bring up a new one. Who is Karak? That's Ollie. What? You get... Were you getting jealous where you're like, is that some secret playtester? Oh, naked Ollie. Chinny D, I have not. What are we playing? Cold-blooded. We are playing our game, Monsters and Memories. Oh, I realize I've been super slack on links. Here's our website. Here's our Discord. It is in development. We do some developing, and we do a lot of playing on these streams. It's interesting how much different combat is on the mobs that aren't animated yet. Like the lack of feedback is it's a very different feel. Captain Wiggly. Yeah, we've heard that from a lot of people. Thanks, Cold-blooded. Dark and Darker. Let me make sure I don't forget. I think Asma was just playing that. Dark and Darker on Steam. Hit pause. Look at screenshot. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen this. Looking tight. Okay. Draw strength? More like draw aggro. Am I right? You are dead, son. Messing around with us in your pajamas. Hopefully there's a better petition system in Eminem than EQ, you know, for the sweaty girls that train, etc. Obstructed zone raids. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Oh my god, I'm so OP now. Yeah, this is clearly mine. He dropped some milk in a microphone. That's some pad loop for level 5. Don't worry. We may nerf it. We may nerf everything before you even get a chance to play. Thanks, Maskask. What just happened? Ali, was that you? It was him. What's Carrick playing? A bard, yeah. Pet attack. What's the ideal max level for Wyrmsbane, and where would you move on to next? I was just gathering that data before the stream, and we were talking about it. It looks like you can stay in here until at least 12, 13, 14, if I'm not mistaken. But at that point, it's really just sort of one camper area for the most part. In the current implementation, in the current implementation at least, we've got some areas of the dungeon that can be expanded, and naturally we'll be tweaking and tuning. From there, you'll be going back into Shaded Dunes, because in theory, you could be bouncing between the two. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Pet, get on it. Can you play as a skeleton from day one? Probably not. Depends on whether or not we get in play as a monster by day one. Are you serious? I just bought some damn boots. After all this time, I just bought some boots and boots drop. Are you kidding me? Was that hard-coded in? Oh, you're mezzing? Sorry, Ollie. I just randomly swapped targets. What type of headgear? Nicodemus asked, Ollie, what is the name of the headgear Nick has on? Oh, it looks like it, but it's not actually it. Sean said it's something about different than a cow hood. It was something with a Q, like a Kadim or something like that. Hey, fat poops. Bard question. Any similarity to Vanguard's song composition? It was the best in any MMO. Hallfunk asked. If Ollie doesn't answer that here in chat, hit us up on Discord. I know Ollie's been doing some work on it. We're currently trialing a system that he implemented. Quitra. I'm not going to pronounce it properly, but Ollie answered. I promise I'll start assisting once I have an assist key. Oh shit. Hail a bone construct. He looks huge, yeah. Man, I tell you what, guys. Game is looking pretty sweet. Red to me. Oh, I need to make a note on something I want to make. So, I have a question for all of you that have been asking to playtest. You're watching us play. You pretty much know what's in the game. Yeah, Nick, I've got it. I actually, yep. I went ahead and scribed and memmed it while I was still in the city. I realized, I was like, I bet he gave me that. Those of you that have been wanting to play, I mean, you see the game. So it's not like there's going to be a big surprise. This is the game. What? Tell me in your own ways, why, sort of despite seeing what's here, like, why are you excited, and how do you feel about like the sustainability of that? Like, what's your expectation? You come in, like I said at the beginning of the stream, you know, if we get people in to help us playtest, it's really to help us stress test things, look at technical stuff, give general impressions of certain specific things, not just run around and play the game. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're not going to pull back the curtain and all of a sudden there's, you know, 5 complete zones you haven't seen before with tons of quests and shit and items and things that you haven't never seen and blah blah blah. So help me understand. No, we're not gonna have an NDA on our playtest. We're showing you everything. We don't need an NDA. Yeah. If we were to do something like, you know, at some point discuss lore with somebody or something, you know, we might NDA them, but like you guys said, because it's old school MMO with new development. But why? Convenience eliminates the need to explore the world. Yes, but... Oh, hey. Who's pressed? John says, I just enjoy bug exploit hunting. Did that for a while with AO, trying to find holes in the world, general mistakes, tinkering. It's like tinkering without the gnome. Yeah. For the feels, of course, Rev. That's the kind of thing that I think makes sense. J Bombo just wants to break things. Excited to play versus excited to play test is different. Excited to play test would be cool, just to be a part of a process and finding bugs. Fair enough, Chinny D. All Funk says the issue I have with most testing is lack of direction. If there's a clear objectives, then we feel useful. Don't worry, the objectives will be very clear. Be like, thank you for all this feedback that was not asked for, but please don't give it to us. Focus on the mission at hand. Target says, I'm excited because of the openness the team has had throughout the process already. I want to be able to provide feedback that helps making the game successful. First of all, thank you. In terms of sustainability, I think there'll be a blitz to try out different classes and systems, but given the level of content, it won't be sustained too long. It'd be great if we have clear goals from the M&M team on what you want out of playtesting so we give the best bang for your buck. Nick tells you in Common Tongue, but I speak Common Tongue. Try snare fearing it after I get some aggro. Alright, we'll try that. Feign death if you get too much aggro. This is like this is gonna work as well as the instructions on Better Off Dead. The skiing scene. Go down the hill really fast. If something gets in your way, turn. Alright. So, we're going to snare them. After we fizzle. Sakai, thank you for your generosity at a moment of critical timing. I was able to do the thing. Oh yeah, we whipped his ass. This 5-man group's not playing around. Monks are OP. Sakai 83, 5 gift subs to Shopkeeper Richard. Hopefully Shopkeeper Richard will be interested in being a shopkeeper in our game. Poop Maker. Redra Power. If I remember that correctly from last stream. I was supposed to say that in Russian. Retrovium Player and Araxon. I just want to help make the game successful because I have confidence your team has the right mindset of accessibility versus adversity. The sustainability comes with consistent updates. If you build, they will come. Well, thank you for that. I'm here and fighting. So, the individual that's made all these wonderful sounds and music is sitting right here, sitting here naked next to me. Which, sitting here naked is not shocking for a musician. Seems like normal behavior. J Bombo said just getting into Unity this semester has me excited to see its capabilities. It's a 5 trillion branch rabbit hole. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities of what you can make are endless. Ventale said, it'd be my first opportunity. I've had to play test an MMO at a very early stage. Big draw for me. The fact that it's very old school appeals to me. Dope. Kimmery, being part of the world as it's being built is something you don't get off. Wacky God just wants it to be great when it's released. Cracks Bones, welcome. Said, love the overall atmosphere of this dungeon. Gives me an Egypt type D&D environment vibe. Did you just get here? Did you see the desert and stuff outside? If not, we may be back in there before it's all said and done. Definitely check the VOD. We are definitely in a deserty region. And old school D&D vibes are a big inspiration. Oh, you haven't? Oh, you're going to be so excited. You're going to be so excited. If you like that vibe, you're going to be... How playable is Shaded Dunes right now? The Ashira should be good to go. The Mendicants are the same Mendicants that that Nick had. I just moved them. The Bandits may be a little high level for us, but Nick's 7, Prez's 6. Do we have Shrink yet? Yes, we do. We have multiple stages of Shrink. Okay, let's do it then. Let's go outside. We're moving. We're moving. Do we plan on implementing spells like Grab Fluck? I don't know, but I would hope we get a little silly like that. Oh, we're just training our way out. Good that I have someone to follow. Oh, I was just following. I'm probably going to die. Nope, I'm good. I was just, you know, I was looking at chat and following the blue name. Oh, man. We already have Grab Flux? Okay. Ollie made like some crazy ability that was like a Grab Flux knockback, freeze you in the air sort of thing. Our mob's going to have a chances to stun players. They were stunning us during that last run out even. Tempora says, this looks pretty fun. Thank you. It's very, very early. It's pretty fun. We're in a very early stage of development, so by the time we get further along, it's going to be seriously, unbelievably fun. It's a metric we're shooting for. Are we going to put in named spells? Definitely like to. I'm not the spell makey person, but we'll definitely be providing some interesting names and stuff. So those of you that are just tuning in, you can see it's in development, in progress. We're going zone-based because we like zone lines. They're fun for gameplay. They feel old school. They allow us to have things like trains. But they're also they're fun for gameplay. When it gets dark in a few minutes, the sun's going down now. When it gets dark in a few minutes, you'll see the wonderful new lighting pass that Ollie's done, or sorry, Pattis has done on the Night Harbor in the background. Yeah, Shaded Dunes. So we spent the first year of development in this zone over here, and then we've spent the last like many months, like the bulk of this year, in the new Night Harbor. So. Tempora said it amazes me how good lighting can make even simpler graphics look really good. It's my belief that good lighting can make simpler graphics look even better than complex graphics sometimes. But again, we could just be high on our own supply, but I think if we go over to the bandit camp, we might find ourselves just getting some mash, but that may be fun. Sun's going down. And when the sun goes down, the moons come up. Kaitra says, I love to illustrate and draw weapons. Saw you liked one of mine on Instagram. The weapon details are chef's kiss. Instagram. Really? Discord or Instagram? Instagram. A while ago. Interesting. See you, Nicodemus. See you Tuesday, buddy. I like that we see the skyline multiple times per stream since the lighting pass. It's clear how much team loves the work that has been done, and that's really nice to see expressed. Yeah, I'm so blown away by it. All right. Let's head this way. Pazzy says the town's looking fantastic over there with the lighting showing off the layers of the buildings. Mm-hmm. Is that a spooky green tower? It is. I am not the leader. I can't. I've tried. Maybe a bug? Okay. I'm disbanding. I can't disband. Alright. I'm gonna camp real quick. Ollie said, need to look at this zone disconnect bug and how it messes up parties. Okay, party has been disbanded when Ollie left. Cool. Accept. The green glow really makes you want to go see what's in it. Mm-hmm. That thing's still blue to me. Are you guys getting attacked back there? Oh. Oh, server error. Oh, server errors. I blame Ollie's singing. Ollie said, rebooting server, I know what happened. Yup, it was my singing. Okay. He's rebooting the server. It's kind of a small thing, but for me that green glow really does change it from a thing in the background to a location I want to discover. Mm-hmm. That was the desired effect. And it's over the top, right? Like it's a very over the top thing, but we're not shooting for realism. We're shooting for interesting. The server error is probably because you need more testers. So just add me on, jump in and play. I can only imagine the server errors would happen even faster with more testers. Error, server load too light. Linen Gamer, thank you for the follow. Maybe I got that right this time. So, when is the twerking emote going to be added? Kind of a deal breaker in any games if I can't twerk, you know? I think we draw a line at doing the Cabbage Patch. Yeah, if you want twerking, you can go to Zukin's stream and you will see all the twerking you need. That has said, can't wait to get around to actually doing a real pass on the facade for Fallen Watch. Oh, I know it's going to be very cool. It's still 1,000 times better than the original thing that I popped up there. In 420 we blaze. Is that a bad thing? All right. So those of you that are new here, here's our website. Here's our Discord. Here's our mailing list. And those of you that are like interested in eventually playtesting, keep those things in mind. We've got every video that we've made for the last, I don't know, at least this year. Up on the YouTube, so you can check the VODs there. Let me see what's going on here. Pull this. Something fudgy is going on. Uh-oh, Ollie, did you fudge things up? Always blame the bard. This is why you don't use Mez on the server. How would you Mez the server? No servers available. This is why you don't use bards. Poor bards. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna wait until Ali gives us the thumbs up. We're gonna listen to some Eminem music in the background. Then we'll look at the zone that we're trying to play in right now. So this is where we were. This is where we were heading when the server crashed. Okay, Ollie's in game. Let's do it. He did not fix the error. That leads me to believe that I should not be trying to get into the game. We must not invite new people into the party while I'm singing. Okay, guys. Okay. That's specific, but we can work with it. That's specific enough to give me faith that we'll fix it. Bards are such prima donnas. Ooh. All right. We got 30 minutes. I'm sure we can get some nice play testing in here. Okay, there are the guys. Hey guys, I accept. That skeleton is yellow to me. Nick's zooming around on a magic carpet. Yeah, the bandits aren't necessarily tunes by any measure of the word tune, and he's red to me. Oh shit! I mean. Oh shit! He gave me the stanky leg. There's much working. You're right. Oh man, that was rough. Oh, I was just like. Mistakes were made. So, back to your question about corpse runs. Here we go. You know what? Before I feel like it's cheating if I load my spells before I get my corpse, given what we discussed. Calm down, little dog. Spell shield. Where do we want that? Reanimate corpse. Come here. Um, 420. We're just big fans of the late 90s, early 2000s era of RPGs and MMORPGs. Coming up or not, buddy? Come, get comfortable. No, comfortable. My dog is radioactive. That's why he's so crazy. 420 says, dig it. I grew up with EQ, UO, etc. Always try to go back to them, but the outdated graphics and mechanics drive me nuts nowadays. Well, we like a lot of the old mechanics, but we're definitely good on the graphics front. This might be a good time to test out the locate corpse spell. I will load it up. Cracks bones, yeah, he's a ball of energy. Whenever I'm streaming and he's waiting for my wife to get home. Otherwise, he just sleeps. He's very chill. Gonna go ahead and hey Tris, what's up? All right, that's the last one, and then I'm gonna go grab my fork. And now I am invisible. And I'm about to appear again. What phase is the spell ability icon illustration in? Probably later than when are we gonna do it? A bit later. I mean, we've concepted some. If you look at the, if you're looking for like the general style, not the specifics, but the general style, check the update section of our website right here, and you'll see some of the concepts that Goblin's done. Excuse me. Oh, this is the longest he's laid still on my lap. I was gonna pop up and pop him in his crate in a sec, but guess don't need to now. Ollie, do you need invis? I assume you don't. But there are a number of aggro mobs out here. Dog, you're triggering the green screen. Alright, so oh god, you're gonna fall. Oh god. Alright. Hopefully I stay invis long enough to put him up. He's almost 2 years old. He'll always be that small. This is our soundtrack. Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, we were streaming before. When I first started streaming, we still had Ziggy. And I think we're sticking with Minion for now, and then oh shit, another one. Let me go loot my corpse. That's a jackal. All right. Ollie was like, I was wondering why my torch wasn't emitting any lights. Forgot about fuel. Yep, your torch can run out. Oh, look at that city in the background. I'm so excited. It doesn't look like fuel is consumed when you add it to the lantern though, Ollie. I've been meaning to write a buck up on that. One charge of fuel is consumed? Are you sure? Because it didn't when I was looking at it like Tuesday. Did I bring one with me? I did. Is this the day-night cycle you want, or is this better for testing? It should be in the ballpark of what we're thinking. Got so much crap. Yeah, it was updated to 45 minutes. Originally it was very fast. Okay, so herself. We gotta get Prez some clothes. Prez. And you're starving. I don't know if I got extra food. I'm not that friendly. I'm not going to waste the mana on that. Okay. Bone chips can fit in here. I'm trying to give Press some food. Can he just think you'll rat foot? There, you get one food. I'm down to 3 now. Let's, where's Nick heading? Let's move towards the dunes more. Yeah, let's avoid these bandits. We could we're probably better off attacking a shearer than bandit at our level. Where did Nick go? Oh, there he is. There he is. Due west. He's getting dealt with by a skeleton or something. And by dealt with, I mean he is kicking a skeleton's ass. I always had faith in you. I don't know if the large dunes bat is actually itemized. That may be my bad. Oh, he's red to me. Man, it's so cool to be back in Shaded Dunes. Shaded Dunes, I missed you, buddy. Sorry I've gotten so quiet. I've just been really focused on the game. Giant fire beetle. Yellow to me, okay. A little less intimidating. Pet attack. Hit him with a draw aggro. That's right. Flee from us. Oh my gosh. We're doing it. What's he got? Anything? Got some loot? Like Robert's just got boots on now. Feels legit now that you're in a party working together. Yeah, it's and it's you know, there's still danger here. Oh, especially when my pet's not attacking. It's weird because the cape with a backpack somehow given like the scene here, the desert and stuff, it actually feels kind of right. We're going to provide the option to pick which one you want to show, but this is definitely a look that works. I don't know if Robert's listening to the stream. He's here, but man, the music, it's so good. The sound effects, so good. Oh, I forgot we just repopped. Let me get another pet up. It's going to be exciting when the rest of the animations are online as well. Did he? Oh shit, I didn't even see that. he was alt tabbed and we weren't really paying attention. He's fixing the database. He took one for the team. Oh, so this stream's gonna run a little bit longer than normal. Because I don't want to stop playing at the moment. What do you think are the team similarities between military and gaming? Whoop, 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 whoop. In terms of, I'll just answer it. Well, there's the need for communication, personal accountability, degree of proactiveness. The ability to sort of understand the mission, and adjust. I think it's helpful if people all the way down the chain understand the mission, so that they're not just sitting around waiting for oh, you mean playing games? I was like making games. Okay, my bad. I was about to get into some shoot, move, communicate stuff. It's just, again, it's a team environment. At least MMOs that are team or social or group based, Hall Funk. For group play and raid play and stuff like that, there is sort of there's the strategic element, you know. Got your squad tactics going on. Oh, Prez, let me see if I can get aggro. It's funny if you read John Statt's book on the WoW Diary book on essentially his experiences in being part of the original WoW team. He makes a comment in there that was fun. Oh, it's a quote from Mark Kern, one of the original producers. He was talking about one of their team members was a former Navy guy, I guess. And he's talking about the fact that military folk wind up being good game developers. Kimmery says, can I say I love the attack animals coming straight from the idol? You can say it, but I'll admit to you, we are exploring having a combat idol when the auto attack is on. So it may not be the way. Okay. Don't be too disappointed. We'll take a look at it. Oh, an invisible madman. This madman is invisible. Reminds you of Asheron's Call? Awesome. Yeah, that is the era of game that we're shooting for. And if we can, where are you going? Back, pet. A Desert Madman was the first NPC that killed Robert on EQ Live back in 2000. Then you lasted a while, unless you wandered out there. I had died many times before I encountered such a thing in the next zone over. But yeah. Oh no. Oh goodness. Another pet time. Oh, I don't have any mana because the zone's been repopped a bunch, but my mana has not. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry, Holly. I just surprised myself. I was like, oh, that's why it happened. Kaicho says, claw simulation makes me happy in M&M, adds punch to visual impact. Yeah, I'm happy with the decision so far. It's only going to get better. Like, this is the sort of base properties, default properties for it. So be playing around with the weight and stuff like that. But yeah, so Asheron's Call. Asheron's Call, UO, EQ, Dark Ages. All cool games that inspire us. Not enough mana. That's fine. And it's good that we mention all of those games so that no single one of those games can try to give us a cease and desist. We'll get one from all of them. Man, it feels good to be in Shaded Dunes. We should kick this bard from the group. Poor guy, he's just learning how to play these games. And then cheating to get back here. That is not a proper corpse run, sir. You take your ass back to that city over there. And run. Okay, for expediency's sake, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I won't be on a ton longer. Uh-oh, I hear a desert madman. Oops, I might actually have enough. I don't have enough mana to help you, Ollie. He's eating my minion now. There goes my minion. Maybe the reason the Desert Madman is so crazy is that everyone ignores him. It's tough being invisible. Womp, womp, womp. That's wonderful. Good one, Sakai. Whoop that invisible ass. Which... I guess there's an invisible corpse. Yay, Kimmery, thank you. He's not invisible to you. I think Shaded Dunes has a bug. Had the same issue a while back. I ran into it yesterday. I came in and all the fishermen and everybody were invisible. And so I had to restart my editor and then it fixed it. So it may just be a me issue. Naked with boots? Yeah, that's Robert. He's got the rock and roll lifestyle. Guys, I just found a great prank. Log in and cast invis on mobs. I don't think it works that way. These guys got this. I'm just gonna med. Reanimate corp. There we go. Well, we got two. Yeah, he split that up nicely. I was looking because I was trying to remember. I thought there was a wanderer here that was meant to sort of add a little bit of more fun to situations like that. Yep, there is a wanderer. So had he been doing that when the wanderer was coming, then that would have been nice. Head attack. Yeah, he said wanderer and I instantly looked behind me, or would have got that probably. Cool. Yeah, I put in a few creepy wanderers at the bandit camp that kind of like, instead of just walking through the middle of the path, kind of walk around behind the tents and stuff a little bit. Just because it'd be fun at night to have it'd be fun at night to have people thinking they're safe in the camp and then all of a sudden get a little random ad. As we play these camps and stuff, we'll definitely tweak them and tune them, but... Oh man. Today's session's so much fun, guys. I feel so much joy. Attack. The backpack took this game to another level. Hiromu? Hiromu. Hiromu 656. Thank you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Taste the tent. See if there's a quest. Oh, you laugh. You laugh. But that's the kind of game we're making. It's like a little leather goddess of Phobos action. Leather goddesses of Phobos. Oh, it is an invisible something. Oh no, that's totally visible. D loves pudding! Thank you for 6 months. I know it's been more than 6 months. Had to have been more than 6 months. Taste disgusting. You now have cure disease quest. That's actually, yeah. It's something I've got to go finish making sure works at the well. Oh, there's Zukin. Deep Sea Dauber, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I was reading chat while things got out of hand here. Server error. Uh-oh. D-Loves Pudding just caused a server error by gifting 9 tier 1 subs to the community, bringing his total up to 87. Beast. Tanahara, well below average. Zukin, Boldy Q, Uncle Bugsy, Green TNT 6, Mr. PK, Cute Master, and David O. Thank your good friend D Loves Pudding. Tastes like it. Carrick is the group punching bag. Poor Carrick is I think alt-tabbed a fair bit. You're saying it with it. Oh, that's right, I am. It is puddin'. It is puddin'. I know. I know D loves puddin' in real life via the internet now. And he does have a very thick southern accent. Puddin'. D loves puddin'. What kind of pudding? Some of that nanner pudding. I love some nanner pudding. That's true though. I do love banana pudding. Nanner pudding's best. Fresh nanners in there. What are those vanilla cookies called that you make it out of? Ollie had some really nice orange blossom pudding today. Vanilla wafers. Vanilla wafers. Fresh nanners. No, actually you want the bruised up nanners. Vanilla wafers. Get them vanilla wafers. Now I really want some damn vanilla. Now I really want some banana pudding. D-Love's pudding. Yes, you're southern now. Go with it. You totally don't have a Bay Area accent. It's southern. Going over to Mamaw's house, going to get some of that pudding. I'm allowed to talk this way too. I was born in Florida. I spent like I don't know how many years in Alabama. Paul Dean has a banana pudding recipe with Pepperidge Farm Crestman on top. It's incredible. Doom bag. Let me look that up so that I can remember. Is Pepperidge Farm. Remember. Paula Dean banana pudding. Okay. We'll find it. Zook said, been a while since I saw the giant beetle. It took me by surprise. Yeah. Zukin, while you're here, you don't have to watch the VOD. Look, we need to make a hat that it basically recreates this look. We've got the hood. All you need to do is put like a little tube on it and we're good. No, look at Nick. Look at Nick. Kind of like the EQ sand giant. What did Ollie call it again? I think it's Qatar? Let me see. No, that can't be it. Good. Right. No, that's just giving me fucking Qatari stuff. That's clearly not right. Qitra. Qitra. That's it. Qitra. There we go. We want a turbine at some point as well. So I hear sound. Awesome. Yeah, because seeing them run around tonight with that on just makes it look badass, especially out here in the desert. Out here in a banana pudding. Slayheim said, hello. Any upcoming conversations with former EQ developers staff? Really enjoy these on YouTube. Hope all is well. Looking forward to this game. Thank you and thank you. None planned, but I've been thinking of a few people that I want to catch up with. So maybe we'll sneak some in. Tastes like Adventure Rapid. Shirt Rapid mockup posted. Great. Perfect. I'll check it out, then we'll ship it. What should I take? Holy shit. D-Love's putting, are you watching me in your car right now? That's amazing. It looks sunny where you're at. It's nice to be able to stream and ride around in your car. I love that your dashboard is basically just the iPad. Are we driving anywhere fun? I need to turn off Bard songs. How do I do that? Filters. Gameplay. Combat. Oh, I'll get to it later. Yeah, Ashira Warrior Bracers. Well, actually, I think I fixed it. They would have been dropping like mad before. Oh, I can't yet. Okay. Cool. I mean, you know, if I could even just filter it over here, maybe then it'd be fine. You're in the metaverse? Roll down your window. Does it smell like the metaverse? Sorry. It's a San Francisco joke. Move this up a bit. I've got like the big Fisher Price UI going on because I'm old. Wolfric Shink. Thank you for the follow. Head attack. There are 5 of us. You think one of us would pick a healer? Well, I'm gonna level up a cleric separately. This was just my kind of chill out by myself character, but then we wind up grouping up and stuff. So it's good. Good. I enjoy it, but. Hey, Goblin. Good morning, buddy. The goblin works. It's true. Oh, man. All right, so it's about to be time for me to go. I wish somebody else was streaming. Then you could just keep following this group in action. No pressure, anybody in the group. Oh, Zukin. I'm having fun too. I don't want to quit. Honestly, I don't want to leave the group. But I'm 30 minutes over. I've got to cook dinner and stuff. I'm actually really bummed to have to leave the group. Shit. Oh no. That's such a good sign though. This has been such a fun session. 24/7 stream, let's go. My body could not hack that. The only 24-hour stream I did almost done me in. Oh yeah, cool idea, Goblin. Is Zukin able to stream? Zukin is new de facto leader of our little cults. Oh man, now I gotta poison Zukin. Shit. I really like Zukin too, but I can't have my rule threatened. No key, or you'd be streaming from your car though, which that'd be pretty cool to be honest. Not all right, I'm eking out the last kills. What about Nick? I'm not even sure if Nick's still got his streaming setup set up. So Zook's gonna be streaming at his normal time today. And I've got to be on the team could probably get back on and play then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Bruce Malt, thank you for the follow. Revoke Deb, thank you for the follow as well. Are there going to be more races before the playtest is released for us, or will they come later? More than the gnome, human, and ogre. So they may not be fully animated, but we'll likely keep gnome, human, and ogre available. We'll see. But that'll be that. I can't imagine anything beyond that for the time being. We've got our hands full. For the immediate stuff, eventually you'll have more options. Hey, Bruce. Let's see. All right, so Nick's gonna have to log as well when I wrap up here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start doing the slow shutdown. While they're doing that, let me also load gate. They'll be fine. Something's eating my pet. Good group / add friend. Yeah. Did I get it? I did. Good. Oh shoot. D Loves Pudding just gave out 13 community subs. Jeez Louise, D. Is it because you're in your car? He didn't mean to. He hit a bump. He hit a bump in the road and was like, his finger just hit the button. You're at 100 now. Nice. Who got some? Dark Inside, Jack of Trays, Octawisp, Cheer 28, Stanswar, Nilny, Howler Monkey, Bob 1976. Don't have to watch commercials now. Shift J, Carp Chowder, Angry Big Games, Sun Devil, and Bruce Lee. I don't know why the group was saying my name, but what I'm gonna do is, while we get these last pulls done, I'm gonna mention the name of our game. It is Monsters and Memories. If you haven't been to the website before, check the FAQ, check the team page, but really take a look at all of the various updates, because within there are just tons of images and concepts that aren't posted anywhere else. It's really worthwhile. Okay, one more pull. 3 hours there. Yeah, Jasmine's gonna get home and be like, babe, I'm gonna start dinner now. Guys, let's go for 60. Oh, man. Oh, Zook Channer's gonna die. Maybe because I'm breaking mezzes? Yeah. Went straight plaid gift mode. Oh man. We should see about having the game installed in Teslas everywhere. You have no one but yourself to blame for addicting gameplay. Well, I can blame the rest of the team. All right, Big Al, see you. So anyways, website, check it out. Our Discord, if you've got questions, we're pretty active there when we're not streaming. So, and it's a lively community, good folk. Mailing list, help us keep growing that. Mailing list is a great metric for us. We're at about, I think, almost 2,200 and want to keep it growing. And yeah. And we post these videos up on YouTube eventually. I like extending his stream with the sub scroll. Yeah, I could see that. Rev, yeah. Your DPS was so bad we barely even noticed you in the group. Are they still going? The role of a desert madman was played by Rev Chumley. Applause! Good is here, yay. Oh man, okay. Couple more pulls, and then I'll start cooking. Poor doggo's gonna have to pee as well. It looks like Zook and Rage quit over broken messes. That's, you know. That also feels like an accomplishment. What'd you drop here? Dagger? I'll see if I can fit that somewhere. Satchel? Don't mind if I do. It's all just cash for me. Cloth scraps? We'll put them in a pouch. Smell Azaleel. Smells like a goblin's behind. Yeah, is that the default? Smell. Nick. It smells like a goblin's bottom. What do you guys keep dropping shit? I can sell this stuff. Oh, that's too big. I see you got loot. No? Nope. This is going to be the first... This is going to be the first time I've run out of food and water, too. Since I started my character. Zook and Rage crashed. Pulled the network cable out. Lifted the phone up. Mom. Uh-oh. Did we bite off more than we can chew? You go away now. I got him with the old fear and gate. Would love to see giant lava spewing beetles a la Starship Troopers. I don't know if the shame we didn't have an enchanter there to help us with that. Yeah, well, you know. Shit does happen. Oh man. Wolfric, thank you very much. Yeah, giant lava spewing beetle. I wonder how we could do that with the effect still sort of matching our style. Oh no. Ollie was running to the zone line and went straight into the bandit camp. Oh no. Oh. He'll be okay though. He'll probably cheat and summon his corpse. BDC Retro, have a great one. Oh no, he died at the zone line. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap up so that I can go cook and stuff. Today was a ton of fun. It was epic. Shame no one saw it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I gated. John, thank you very much. Good seeing you. Lionin, thanks for being here. Kaicho, thank you very much. Rev, see you Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday, everybody. I'm sure we'll have some new stuff in by then as well. D Loves Pudding. Stanswar says thanks for the gift sub, and I say thank you for your continued generosity. Topping the chart at 100 gift subs. And also being supportive in general. And a heck of a Valheim buddy, player, friend. Ishibatari Chus. Bis Dienstag. Belfaster, good to see you as always. We'll see you on Tuesday. Ollie's running to get his corp at the zone line. Avoiding things that will want to chomp him. Cool. All right, everybody. I will not forget our duel. It is on. Cool. So, I will see everybody on Tuesday. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your daylight savings time change. Don't forget, we will be back into normal sort of synchronized mode on Tuesdays. So it'll be an hour earlier than I started today for you guys. Hopefully that's still cool. Yep. And, yeah. Again, thanks for being here. A lot of fun. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.